Hello everyone. I hope the first messengers of spring have arrived where you are. Where we are, snowdrops and crocuses have decided to appear everywhere now, and the daffodils are also starting to carpet the landscape with their vibrant color. Using my new creative space is a lovely treat, and since it is my son's room who is away during term time, it is also nice to be surrounded by his belongings. I have mentioned my son a few times before. He's now an adult and attends university to study astrophysics, which was always a path he wanted to pursue ever since he was a wee lad. Being a mother changes every woman's life, and so it changed mine. Since I have younger siblings, I was no stranger to babies, knew how to change nappies, and found the adjustment to motherhood rather easy. It felt natural to me to breastfeed and to embrace my new life as a mother. Not long after my son was born, my situation changed, and I was a single mother with no partner willing to share the responsibility. So I found myself in the situation of being a working single mother with no arrangements of fatherly weekends or other support. Luckily, my father stepped in and supported us, and I will forever be thankful for that. My son was soon considered an awkward child, as he spoke late but then very well and in an old-fashioned style. He was able to read and calculate way before his peer group, did not follow what is considered a normal amount of sleep, and seemed to be in his own world a lot. After some consideration on my part, he was eventually tested and found a highly intelligent child, which did explain much of his social behavior. It was only a few years ago when he was tested again and was diagnosed with highly functional autism. Many of the behavior patterns of autistic children align with those of highly gifted children, and it is very likely that an autistic person also has a higher IQ than non-autistic children. Throughout the years in education, my son struggled due to a lack of support. The noise in the classroom, his rejection to work in groups, and his auditive learning seems to have collided with how much his teachers knew about neurodiverse children, and at times I had very unpleasant conversations in the school environment. Society around me, mainly prior to our relocation to Scotland, also commented on my son's attitudes and behaviors. He was always a quiet child and would even play by himself on birthday parties he attended. I have to admit that at times it wasn't easy to listen to things said about my son. Today I look back with some pride, as I never wavered in my role as a mother. I never questioned my son's difference. My son is my son, and the way he is makes him unique. He was a kind and quiet child, and whenever people tried to make his or my life difficult due to their lack of knowledge, I stood my ground. I followed our path without hesitation. My son is a happy young man today, and he had a happy childhood. Of course we quarreled. Of course I was exhausted at times. Of course I worried. But my son was happy being him, and he still is. He's a lovely autistic person. He's very bright and will follow his own path, even if he will need support. Motherhood brings many changes for you, your partner, and all the family. We learn and grow through this new role. If you are a single mother, I know that you might struggle emotionally, physically, and financially. There will be days when you think you can't do this, but you can. For many years I felt like being in a hamster wheel that might never end, but it does. Your children grow up and become independent. What children remember is not what presents they got for their 7th birthday. They will remember the memories you made, the love you gave them. Don't stress on today's way of comparison, of competition amongst some parents. Be yourself, do your own thing, and do not think your children will suffer if they have less things. From my experience, it doesn't matter. Follow your children's interest and support them whatever those might be. Set boundaries outside your family. Might this be your education style, your choice of diet, or how you celebrate the holidays? Authenticity is what children will remember. Being able to trust their parents, relying on them if needed, and knowing they will always be loved is the biggest gift you can give them. I know, in the moment of worry and stress, this is not what is in our heads. What I would like to encourage you to do is stay on your course. It will pay off in the end. You are doing great. If anyone would ask my advice, I would say not to stress too much. Don't compare. Offer support. Love your child. Meet their needs. Let them be who they are. Motherhood fundamentally changed my life. I grew as a person. I learned what unconditional love is and what energy we can develop in due course. I made fresh pasta for the first time this week. This is an easy recipe where no device is needed to make it. The sauce is called trapanese, which originates from Sicily and is similar to pesto. And with that, I wish you a lovely week. Be yourself, and I see you soon. Dag beleef.